Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to set up an FTP server in Cisco Packet Tracer. We'll create a file on PC and upload it to the server and also retrieve the file. So let's build a network topology where I will drag and drop router, server and two PCs and one switch. Let's connect this. I'll configure the PC. So I will open the PC 0, go to desktop, IP configuration, and I will give the IPv4 address as 192.168.1.2 and press tab for automatically fill up the subnet mask, and the default gateway will be 192.168.1.1. I will close this PC and I will open up the PC1, go to desktop, IP configuration and give the IPv4 address as 192.168.1.3, give subnet mask, and the default gateway will be 192.168.1.1. So I'll close this. I will change the server 0 as FTP server. I'll open up the FTP server, go to desktop, IP configuration and give the IPv4 address as 10.10.10.1 and give the subnet mask, and default gateway will be 10.10.0. Close this. Let's configure router. So I will open up the router, go to config tab. In the config tab, now this router is connected to switch through FA0/0. So go to the interface section. In that, go to fast ethernet 0/0. Turn on the port status. Give IPv4 address as the default gateway address of the PC, which is 192.168.1.1 and the subnet mask. And the server is connected to router 0 through FA1/0. So go to FA1/0. Click on the port status and give the IPv4 address as the default gateway of the server, which is 10.10.10.0 and the subnet mask. Close this. Now after configuring the server, PC and the router, let's configure the FTP. So go to FTP server, go to service. In that service section, go to FTP, turn on the service, and we need to set up the user. So we need to give the username, password. Cisco Packet Tracer is already defined a username, password and the permissions. So let's define a new username. So I will give it as FTP user and I'll give the password as test, and I will give the permission all, write, read, delete, rename and the list, and I'll add it. So after that, close this. So let's verify FTP in the PC. So I'll open up the PC 0. So we need to create a text using text editor here. So open up this. So I'll leave some message here as hello user. So we need to save this. Press Ctrl S to save this file. I'll give the name as ftp.txt. Click on OK. Close this. Now open up the command prompt. So type dir to know what are the files are there in this directory. So we already created FTP text, as you can see here. So let's run the FTP server in the PC. For that, you need to type the FTP command, that is FTP, and the IP address of the FTP server, which is 10.10.10.1. Press enter. It's trying to connect, and we need to give the username. Username will be FTP user, and we need to give the password, that is test. Press enter, and we are logged in. So let's see what are the files in that FTP server. Type dir. So these are the files which are there in this FTP server. So let's add this FTP text file into the FTP server. For that, the command is put and the file name. File name will be ftp.txt. The file will be transferred. So the file transfer is completed. Now let's check it. Just type dir. So as you can see here, the file is transferred. So let's check this in the other PC. So I will close this. So open up the PC1 command prompt. So we need to connect that. Same thing we should do. FTP and the IP address of the server, that is 10.10.1, and the username will be FTP user and the password will be test. So let's check that file which is there in FTP server or not. So it's there and we can retrieve in this folder. So how to retrieve that file in this PC? For that you need to give a command as get and the file name. File name will be ftp.txt. Press enter, which will be downloaded and saved in the PC's directory. So let's exit from this. So let's check that file is downloaded or not. Type dir. So the FTP file is downloaded. Now I'll close this and I'll open up the PC0 command prompt, which is already running here. So let's delete that file in the FTP server. So for that we'll use the command as delete and ftp.txt. Press enter. The file will be deleted. Now let's check that by typing the command dir. So there is no FTP file here. So the command worked. So thank you for watching, guys.